My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to West of Loathing. We're up here in the military cemetery. I believe we're done here. Breadwood, we handled your town. We also delivered your mail, but I don't know if we actually solved your mail problems. I want to see if there's anything that I can do around here. Alright, we'll dance by shooting at our own feet. We've seen that before, so I'll skip over reading it. Hello, Breadwood Mayor. Any sign of that missing mail? Apparently not. I'm gonna just pick up all of the quests while I can. You glance at the problems board, which offers a wide selection of current issues as well as a dire warning. Our library's only got 4 books, so serious business when someone doesn't return one. Our records say it was loaned out to a lady by the name of Alexandria. It was a couple mayors ago, so I don't know. We got an address. Alright, well, I have that book. I believe it's... No? Really? I thought it would be the book that I found in Alexandria's vault. That is, the vault that we blew our way into using the Demi-Culverin cannonball. Alright, let's get the logging permit. Running out of trees here, so we need to expand our operation a bit. Problem is, we need a logging permit from the next town. The whole place up and died before the paperwork was settled. The town died? Well, I guess I'll check that out. Alright, offer to help with the soup shortage. We keep a municipal soup kitchen for those who are down on their luck. But as pretty much everyone around here, run out of soup. We need someone to go fetch some more from Soup Stock Load. Alright, we get Breadwood bread bowl. This is a bowl made of extremely dense bread. You could put very dangerous soup in it, I guess. And a location. Beautiful. That one's actually going to be much more straightforward than our other options. Offer to help with his problems. Look at the problem board. Stolen yeast. We take our yeast supply very seriously here in Breadwood. And that dang Yeasty gang made off with a whole lot. Couple fellas saw them loitering around the old brewery. And that's probably where they made their hideout. We need that yeast back. The old Schmaltz Brewery. Alright, and then the final of your options is the missing bread. Baker boys cleaned our bank right out. And that's not a bit fabulous if you ask me. Fortunately, they ain't being too secretive about location of their hideout. You get our bread back? I mean, the place is called Breadwood. We have to have some bread. The Baker boys hideout. Yo, hold up right here. I'll get it back. Alright. See, the thing is, the Alexandria Ranch I already been to. I already saw the books there. There's an open grave here, which is a little weird. Maybe they forgot to bring the body and had to go back to get it. Man! I bet that would be really embarrassing. We get an old engagement ring, a skeleton bone, and 3 burial whiskey. Maybe they were just burying this junk, but forgot to fill the hole back in. Alright. Is there anything else here that I can take? No, see, the thing is, I've got books out the freaking wazoo right about now. Best love poem ever written. Yeah, I mean, I have to imagine this is the one that has been stolen that we can hand back. I guess it's got a sell value of 1,000 meat, so I could just sell it. These are all keys. Dang it! Lent to a lady by the name of Alexander. You know what? Maybe I need to go to the library in Breadwood to actually check it out. You discover a new map location, the Curious Copse. I've never had to pronounce that word out loud. Cops? No clue. The Buttery Biscuit. Alright, let's check these things out. Breadwood Trading Post. I've a couple things to sell. Just sell it. See, the thing is, if it doesn't say just sell it, I don't know if I can. Because otherwise I might need them. Who knows? I don't know. You don't know. None of us know. Okay. Get rid of the unrefined meat nuggets. I think that's the only other just sell it. I wish there was an option like search by just sell it. That'd be handy. Alright. Nothing doing anywhere around here. There's the bunkhouse that I didn't want to interact with. Hang on, did I solve something for you? No, I didn't. And here I thought I'd really helped you out. Alright, meager selection of books, no mail, soup kitchen's bereft of soup. You'll excuse me for the momentary silence. That sneeze was loud. Alright. There's a note at the bottom. Note, last time a mayor let this list get over 3 items, we chased him out of town with a breadstick nailed to the top of his head. Can you not tell me any more information about any of these things? Or am I supposed to somehow discover, divine all of the extra information myself? Because a lot of the information, like soup stock, baker's boy, and old schmaltz, those I can do. Those are obvious. Alright, you found your crate. Beautiful. Take that. Someone bent their yucca. We'll dig through this. Mind-splaining bonus. Don't mind if I do. Some of these lockers... Sorry, these lockers have been pretty picked over from the looks of them. You get a can of kerosene. Lockpicking plus 2 needles to open the toolbox on the bench, but it's locked welded to the bench. We get a hammer and a monkey wrench. Boiling soup. Using the bread bowl, you get some soup. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to need to interact with more to get these soups. Whoever was camping here left in a hurry. We get a cultist mask. It's one of those spooky white masks the cultists always keep running into the mines wearing. Alright, cool. There's nothing else up here. There's a diary under the crude pillow of this bedroll. Entry number 1. This mine is the worst. It sucks so bad here. I've been in some lousy mines, but this one really takes the cake. Everything smells like soup. The walls are slick with it. I swear, I can feel it getting into my pores. If I went to a doctor for a blood test, he'd probably tell me my blood is tomato basil bisque or whatever. Entry number 2. We finally managed to get deep enough to hear the master, but it turned out to be a dang soup table. Sorry, it turned out the dang soup table is higher than we thought. We're spending 90% of our time bailing the stuff out, and only 10% digging. I've got noodles in my boots. I hate this so much. Continue reading. Now the damn elevator's busted. It was always making a rattling noise and the guys off shift couldn't sleep. That finally stopped, but it stopped because the elevator itself stopped and we can't move it at all. Why did we even set up camp here? I've had to spend the whole day scrounging around to find the replacements 137, 59, and 23-pound compression springs for repairs. We'll install them tomorrow. Entry 4. Boss says we're giving up here and heading into a real deep mine they found northwest. It's a shame we wasted all this work, but it'll be hot damn, it'll be good to get away from this soup. I will never eat soup again in my life. Got the springs installed proper-like, with the strongest behind the shortest bolt and so on. But there's no time to wrench everything down, gotta pack. Not like the elevator matters much anyway anymore. I really hope I don't screw up again and forget my diary here when it's time to leave. I don't think I've ever managed to fill in more than 10 pages in the same diary. That is the final entry. Alright. I can smack it into place, I guess. 3,200 pounds pressure required. Alright, I'm gonna smack it into shape. You smack the elevator into the exactly right spot to correctly position all 3 of the bolts. All in a day's work. Alright, get some more boiling soup. Okay, your El Vibrato transponder goes crazy when you get through this. We'll break through here, beautiful. An El Vibrato container. Unlock requires a keystone. Kuzhono Krozik Fluid Benkoro Krozik. Okay, don't know those words yet. Okay, the machine says the same thing. Hopa, Croker's fluid. Light pulses in a pentagonal aperture on the side of the machine. We'll have to leave the machine. I guess this cannot currently be interacted with. Another bowl of soup. Oh, fight me, you snakes! There are hundreds of snakes lounging around in this pot of hot soup. Like, too easy. Stewed snake, as well as snake spleen, increases your hot resistance and the snake spleen. Okay, fine. So I guess this is just a way for me to get, as a character that I am, which I can't remember the name of my character, Snake Oiler, rather. This is for me to get my venom and medicine when I otherwise have run out. I like that they have these kind of pools where you can pick up all of the things that you are specifically lacking at the time. Okay. I think I'll fight like a couple more. Simply for the fact that I don't really fight that many snakes, and I'm likely to need some of the things I get from fighting snakes. At some point, at least. Okay. There's a lot of heat, but you can take it. Ah, right, because we've got... Okay, so I guess since we have heat resistance as a result of our... I think it's our hand? We've got like a real bad hand? Yeah, the spittoon hand, hot resistance. That's actually enabled us to walk over this, I have to imagine. Alright, that's all of the soup gathered. Right, I wasn't going there. Beautiful. Okay, let's get the baker's boys. We'll do as many things as we can before we go back to town. Bakery is closed. Quickly harvest that. This bakery has definitely seen some better days. Take the loco weed, some agave nectar. Nothing but inedible garbage. The big baker's oven is long cold. No, this garbage is also inedible. These teenagers seem dispirited, and they're trying to drown their sorrows in big mugs of water. Maybe they misunderstood the idiom. Hey, you boys wouldn't know something about bread that went missing, would you?
Oh, nuts! I told you we'd get in trouble, Billy! Shut up, Jerry! Just wait to blab to everything, dude!
Calm down, you two. The man just wants his bread back. Hand it over, and the trouble you're in will be minimal.
It ain't that simple, mister. We sold out bread for meat to start up this bakery.
Why?
Because we wanted to make something with our lives. Everyone in Breadwood's just bums. Plus, like, everyone needs bread, right? So...
Their accents are changing wildly.
So, we just figured we'd make it big.
Okay, no problem. Take the man the bread you've made, and we'll call it even.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Except for the fact that we don't know a dang thing about making bread, it turns out. All we ended up is with weird lumps. Ain't that true, Billy? The last loaf we tried was almost right. Yeah, sure, that one was nearly edible, but we're practically out of ingredients.
Maybe I can help. I might know someone. I'll do that rather than the foraging. I might know someone who could help you out. Do you two know Louis Lathrop?
No, who's that?
She might be the solution to all of your problems. Let me head on over to where she lives and talk to her for you. Lathrop.
Do you know somewhere's hiring a baker? Heck, even unpaid would be better than this if it comes with room aboard. I just want to get out of here.
I happen to know of a bakery that needs some help.
Oh, really? That's wonderful. Jeez, I can't go out like this. I'm filthy. Don't let me step foot in the kitchen looking like this. Do you have a bar of soap I can mooch off of?
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, thank you.
You give her a bar of soap and the directions to the bakery boy's bakery, and she sets off to find somewhere to take a bath before her job interview. Alright, let's head back over. Come on. Yeah, no problems.
Hey, thanks for sending Louise over. She knows a ton about baking.
Yeah, we're gonna be the major league bakers with her around. No problem, fellas. Let me just grab enough bread to settle things with the mayor and we'll call it square. 40 loaves of bread. This is the entire fiduciary basis of the Breadwood locking camp. The staff of life, bread, glorious bread, and the shelf is comprehensively breaded. If bread was money, these boys would be rich right now. I am happy to tell you that bread can be exchanged for money, which itself can be exchanged for goods and or services. Alright. Thank you for the scraps. We are 1 scrap away from the ability to go back. Alright. Any luck recovering our yeast from the bandits up in the old small brewery? Not yet. Did you get our bread back from those miserable beggar boys? I sure did. Thank goodness for that. Another missed payday would cause a riot for sure. Glad we avoided that. Were you able to find the missing library book, logging camp, bring back the soup? All 5 bowls filled, man. Got him right here. You're a real lifesaver. I was about ready to gnaw my own beard off. That'd have been a shame. Come on, let's solve the rest of them. Schmaltz Brewery, rather, is the first I know of. Alright. Lasso, handfuls of nails, beautiful. Schmaltz. Anything else to harvest about? Doesn't seem like... Whew! The dead guy's hat got knocked off and covered in yeast. We get a yeast-covered hat. Plus 5 mysticality. This is a great hat to wear if you and your loved ones absolutely love the smell of dough. Or if you don't mind it and your enemies hate it, I guess. Here's a beer hose. It says beer hose. You're not exactly certain what purpose it would have served. It's a beer vat, or at least it's a vat. It's not guaranteed to actually contain beer. It's almost pure ethanol. Ugh. This fella's too scared to talk to you. He's just freaked out about the yeast. It says beer hose. You're not exactly sure what purpose it would have served. Devise a cunning plan. It occurs to you you could use this hose to spray the beast down with a high alcohol fluid in the vat. To draw a tasteful analogy, ethanol is basically yeast pee, so the beast would be very displeased. Let's move the hose. You unscrew the hose from the water pipe and hook it up to the vat. Hope this works. Turn it on. You hose the yeast beast down with almost pure ethanol. It makes wild blurbling sounds, which are probably the yeast equivalent of screams. It doesn't take long to stop thrashing around, and it quickly dissolves into a pile of glop. Well, it basically already was a pile of glop, but it gets gloppier. You get 200 experience. Gross. The remains of the horrible yeast beast. I guess you could take some back to the mayor. It's probably still good, right? A half a ton of yeast. So, this whole yeast theft biz doesn't seem to have gone well for you guys. No. Are you a bounty hunter? Relax, the man just wants his yeast back. He didn't say anything about hauling you in. Okay. Well, he uses that revolting pal. So what happened around here? Well, we got more bread is all. I know a bit about brewing. Thought if we came back with some kegs, not in mind so much we stole the yeast. No offense, but it seems like you aren't much of a brewer. Hey! Well, ideally you wouldn't end up with a ravenous yeast monster. Well, that wasn't... Alright, I guess it was my fault. But I understand what happened. These vats were old, we didn't clean them properly first, and we were in a hurry. You think there were some frogs living in one of them? And you figured it could use extra hops? Ha ha. Ha ha. Well, I'm sure you've got it figured out. Oh, you can set up shop in Darkwater. Yes, it's turning into quite the little metropolis. I'd love to have my own place. I'll go check it out. Alright, there's some 3 cans of beer left. 3 cans of beer on the wall, 3 cans of beer. Take them all down and put them in your bag instead of singing the rest of the song is about beer. Cool. They don't make this stuff anymore, and some people say there's a good reason, a rhythm for that. Can of Schmaltz Blue Ribbon. Isn't it? Oh, right, that's a joke on the American brand of beer, Pabst Blue Ribbon, if I recall correctly. Melee, range, and spell damage all increased by 15. God damn, until the end of the day. That's ridiculous. Alright, what do you have to say? He's too grumpy to talk to you. He's just angrily muttering about yeast. You're under arrest. What? Stealing about 2 handfuls of yeast? Yes. And the sentence for that is what? About 3 days in jail? And Breadwood does not actually have a jail? Alright, I'll let you off with a warning this time. Snappy outsider. Right, Buffalo Pal and the Curious Coast. Let's go back to Breadwood. Add name? Interest in trading? Alright, show me what you got. Get... Yes! Finally got it. Alright, give you the safe cracking skills. It is important that we get that. It is also important that we get these disposable binoculars. Alright, what can I sell? Ghost pickles seem important. I am not going to sell them. Shit. Some of these might also be important. That is a shame for me. I can't tell which of these are important, which aren't. Gas mask of come on, something just say just sell it. Yeah, none of the rest of these are going to say just sell it. They're all edibles. Bugger. Ooh, 6% attack damage. Yeah, it doesn't look good for me. Oh, never mind. I have enough for it. Bye. I am just short on the amount to get the disposable binoculars, though. So I'm going to sell the decent tequila and then buy them. Beautiful. First thing, let's read it. This book outlines techniques for opening safes without knowing the combination. The skills will come in handy if you ever encounter a safe whose combination isn't scrawled on a nearby wall. The word safe is a real misnomer. When you're around, you can crack simple safes. When you're done reading it, you lock it up in a safe that turns out to be slightly too difficult for you to crack, so it's gone forever. Alright, I am gonna level this up a ridiculous amount. Cool. We're up to 4 in that. That sounds good to me. I'm gonna keep that as is. Now we've got a lot of safes that I'm gonna want to crack on the other side of the map. There's a grave here. All right, we've seen this one before. What up, Breadwood man? We got the yeast back.
Well done. That's quite a help. Thank you.
Nothing else about yet. Now, as for things that were locked, I think I actually straight up have to revisit pretty much everything over this side. Which is okay, they should be pretty quick checks. There was no entry here, easy. Shaggy Dog Cave, I'm almost certain there was nothing in any part of. Well, I guess there is stuff to forage outside. See, now that I have foraging, lockpicking, etc., I can do a lot more of this. You've still nothing that I want here. Beautiful. Okay, Danny's Tannery. We sorted all of that. I think there was a safe that I wanted to crack all the way back up in here. Right? Come on and safe. Not at all. Dang it. Alright, Silversmiths I haven't done. Stone's Ranch is up after that. Too easy, Helka. Too easy. So bullet making apparatus. Make 2 bullets using a silver wedding ring. And I guess I just make needles. Because I straight up do not care about silver bullets. Even slightly. I would rather have the world's most ridiculous amount of needles, because I want to be able to interact with anything that asks me to interact using needles. Alright, safe cracking. Beautiful. Silver nuggets. We get 5 of them. A shiny nugget of silver. Can I... Okay, I can make bullets using the silver nuggets, and then those can make the needles. Beautiful. And we're done there. Stone's Ranch, what up? I believe actually there was a safe here that I was unable to crack. There we are. Stock certificates, just sell it. They're worth a fair bit. Alright, I'm going to tell you that I destroyed the... Oh. You fed her some children's blood and she got up and ran away. Right, I forgot about that. I've been a horrible person. So quiet now, and none of those need to be interacted with. Beautiful. Now it's the Daveyard. We're getting all this sorted. I'm happy about it. I'm pleased. I'm chuffed to bits. Don't really want to be fighting in here again, though. Perform the ritual. We don't have the glass sphere, of course. So I've got to keep in mind, as soon as I get a glass sphere, I've got to come back to there. I've got to do this sooner or later, and sooner seems an obvious option right now. This is for making a box, right? Yep. Open it. Ooh, a caged canary. It goes in your offhand for 20% spooking resistance. It's hard to be scared of anything when this little guy is always chirping a cheery tune. Couldn't have said it better myself. Anything else out here? That looks weird, though. That looks like something needs to be handled there. Button Willow's store. I can't imagine I'm going to be able to steal anything from that, but we'll see. I do believe I need to go back to Fort Cowardice. Yeah, you've nothing out. Okay. Take the disposable binocs, I guess. There was nothing I wanted to loot out here. Beautiful. Fort Cowardice. Fight the... Ah-ha-ha! Yes. Okay, now we can go visit the Professor as well. See, it's all handling itself. Snake Spring. Dang it. Alright. How many of these do I really want to read? Because I might actually get a quirk or a perk or something. No, none so far. Ah, generally this is a door. More specifically, it's a door to the General's office. Even more specifically, it's the locked door to the General's office. You pick the lock and go right in. Oh, there's actually someone here. You probably shouldn't try to open this pie safe while that goblin is shooting it. There's a goblin sitting at the desk, repeatedly firing his pistol at the pie safe. Get their attention. Say, what you are doing? Shooting pies. Always shooting pies. Could you elaborate on that? Elaborating on that, rather. Why shooting a pie? Yes? To destroying, obviously. Must to destroying a terrible pie. What is wrong with a pie? Bah! A human will never understanding. No, really. Why a pie shooting? Shut up! So much angry! Looking. I'm pretty sure a pie is destroyed. Destroyer? Huh? Look, so many holes in pie safe. You winning. A pie is dead. You certain, be? Waiting here. I will checking. You peek through the bullet holes. Yep, that pie is shot to hell. Hooray! You are success. A pie is so very destroyed being. I doing it? So much doing it. But now what? Huh? What are you shooting now? I guess you finding another pie? What? There are more pies being? Yes, a world is full of pies. Oh no! This violencing is never ending. Sorry, being, not wishing to enabling this behavior. No, this is my cross bearing. I must going and continuing the fight. Okay, thanking you. Okay, I wish you a good luck against the forces of pie. Hornswoggle 'em. Leaving the gun, fighting a pie with honor, with fists. Yes, you are correct. Truly, a pie must be throwing strength fighting. General Gob's pistol. The pistol is not of Goblin manufacturer, but you can tell that it doesn't look like, because you can tell, rather, it doesn't look like complete garbage. Quite opposite the fact that it looks like not garbage. General Gob strides out the door, jaw clenched, eyes resolute with pie hatred. Well, that was weird. I guess I'm the general now. We get a lead pie. Increases your range damage by 10. This is a pie that's been shot so many times that its filling is now 100% bullets. Okay. No, we already picked all of those. This is a safe. Laudanum and smelling salts. Look at the diagrams. You take a moment to correlate the drawings you saw in Janet's box in the circus Sideshow and come away with new insights. Okay. Says toilet and goblin. Beautiful. We're out of here. Cavern Canyon, I don't think I visited yet. Alright.
pretty sure... Ooh, we'll just harvest that whilst we're on our way. There's a kitchen, nothing doing in. Danger bar. A bar also with nothing doing. Alright, we're out of here. Gustafsson Gulch. Some distance over the trail, you see a water tower that appears to have sprung a small leak. You fire a single bullet into the hole, plugging it and rendering the water supply safe, if slightly leaded. This building didn't have anything interesting. Oh, yeah. Hang on. Can I read the same thing a bunch of times? No. Doesn't seem to help. Pretty sure none of these can actually be entered. Yeah, they were all just external checks. There is a locked one in here, though. No, we've come back and unlocked all of these already. Beautiful. Old railroad camp has nothing. Let's go to the professor's house. The professor is examining something with intense concentration. Do you know anything about ley lines? I don't hold much with that mystical jumble mumble. It's very unscientific, but it does come up in my research from time to time, so I can give you a basic overview. He starts drawing some curved intersecting lines on a piece of paper and explains how they relate to local geography and so-called mystical forces. Most of it goes over your head, but you think you got the basics. This is an illustration of the basic principles of ley geography. It's simple enough, rather, to be understood by a layman. Nothing with which I want to interact here. Ah, okay. It's a keystone machine the professor brought. We'll fabricate a key. And we do actually have a location to go to with that. Ooh, a new location over this side of the map. Don't mind if I do. Wandering Sally, we'll see if you've got anything this time that I care about. Not even slightly. Goodbye, Wandering Sally. You spy a burned out ranch house on the horizon. There's nothing except a root cellar that we lockpick. Guess I'm just harvesting these for experience at this point. An endless stream of snakes pours out of the hole in the wall. Grab a big one, grab a handful. One big snake. We did it. Alright, fine, grab a handful. Come on. How did we miss that badly? Here we go. Yeah, we can train there a bunch, I guess, but it's probably not worth it. Old Millinery. You will fight the horrible skeleton. A skeleton. Easily done. Now, this one was safed, right? There was safe in here that I wanted to lockpick. Yeah, there was. Safe Kraken, we get the prototype Stetson. This hat was never made available to the market. The public just wasn't ready for such a wide brim. +3 to all skills. That's actually really good. I kind of want to trade my Pope hat for that. Alright. We're going to need more keys, so we will also fight these on our way. Guess I'm just here to forage because I don't think there was anything in this area that I could interact with the lockpick, at least. Yeah, there's one skull missing. The skull whispers some dark mountain secrets to you, which we can't print here because your computer would burst into flame. Is there any of these that I had left something at? I don't believe so. Nope, there's not. Alright. Dynamite Dan, nothing. Butterfield Ranch, possibly. At least some experience in looting here. Ah, okay, I know where this is. We'll make some more infernal butter. There's the Ungoliths. Door is locked, which we didn't get to unlock last time. Wow, they had a lot of spare churns in here. Make this and then open it up for some ranch punch. Jars of milk, mostly evaporated. We salvage what it can. A needle from the haystack and an old toy box full of toy skeletons. A little group of toy skeletons, somewhat referentially, made out of polished bone. Make all of that into infernal butter, and then we can make our way out to the Coleridge mine. Coleridge whose? It's the Coleridge mine. Alright. Open the third locker. Ah, okay, cool. We have a safe cracking, so we can go for it. Nuts, there's nothing inside except a couple old empty milk bottles and their discarded paper caps. The caps advertise the Butterfield Dairy with a little logo in the shape of the territory and a star, presumably marking the dairy's location. So I guess that would have just given us a location for that area had I not already gotten it. And here I thought there was something deeper to that. Speaking of something deeper, we're going to go down. Nothing here. You don't like this. There's the ghost. Looking at the spiral makes you feel queasy. You want to stop looking at the spiral right now. Spiral makes you feel uncomfortable. You don't like this one bit. Okay, so they're not, you interact with more of them and then you get fewer interaction options. Like we have seen prior. Clan campsite doesn't have anything, I'd have to imagine. Yeah. Possibly would have been foraging, if anything. Alright. Out to the Big Apple. Which I appear to have already completely fulfilled. Rescue mission should have nothing. Buy some metal supplies. Don't really need any of those. Laudanum turned out to be useful, right? I could just train it for experience by selling it to the dude in town. The silver plater. I think I have a different hat that I wanted to get silver plated. This one is learning to juggle, but then I steal its shiny ball. I thought I'd already seen that one before, so I accidentally skipped through a lot of the dialogue, and then I was like, okay, I'm in for a penny, in for a pound. Alright, I don't have enough money to do this anyway. Alright, Potemkin gang. Ah, of course, this is actually an entirely fake town. Nothing I can do here. Lost Dutch oven mine. Somehow I feel like it's not going to be super useful for me. I can't even get down there. Alright, let's fight the vibrato. Actually, hang on. The Lost Dutch oven mine is where I want to take my key right now. So I think I have to actually go back. So let's quickly open our inventory and put on the gas mask. There we are. I only need to get past this, then I can trade my inventory back off. So it's the fake Pope hat. Alright. Anything at all? I don't believe so. Come on and show me the entrance. This guy is wild. Try to talk to him. Okay, I was wondering if possibly I could give him laudanum to cure him. Evidently not. Insert a keystone and then we'll enter the portal. You bend over to examine the device and accidentally stub your toe. It hurts. The box moves. It looks lighter than... Sorry, it must be lighter than it looks. You get an El Vibrato device that the professor would like to see. Huh, what's this thing? Oh no, you've learned the El Vibrato word for toilet. Noho Common Central Noho Kabe Zevasom Kolacho Pushazeve? The monolith is dark. There's a trapezoidal section missing from this box. Yeah, fair enough, the machine is dark. There's a circular hole in the bottom. It seems like this might be a doorway, but there's no handles or anything.
Strange device has 3 buttons on top of it. We push one of them. Those things aren't friendly. Neither am I. Fine. Okay. Ooh, we got a punch card. That's good. That's for learning words. Okay, now I can fight 3 of them at the same time. I can probably kill 5 at the same time. They're not friendly, neither am I. Okay, especially with those whiffs, we can do this. Hang on. Beautiful. And effectively, Doc Alice killed one of those. Ooh, we even got an El Vibrato keystone. Okay, so doing the 5 there is actually really effective. Insert a keystone, we get an item, an El Vibrato loop, a strange cloth loop inside. It feels more or less like cloth. A large loop of the weird El Vibrato material. It's slightly bigger than your head. Alright. Well, I definitely want to keep getting stuff out of these. $11. This guy does 8. But he's dead now. Alright, looks like Doc Alice will actually get a kill before this fight's over. Beautiful work, Doc Alice. Okay. I guess they don't always give you an actual key. I think I can actually just straight up hit the spacebar until the fight is over. Yeah, definitely seems like it. Couple more space bars and we'll be out of this fight. Okay. So where am I going to put these punch cards to learn new words? Is it this? No. There was a place from which I could learn new words, though. Let's check out the pickle factory. After we fight the turtle snake. Basically nothing from it. Story of my life. Okay, I think this whole thing is done. See, unfortunately, I didn't lock him away, though. Get a tombstone pizza. Now we can read the grave, which says nothing. Gretch of Lass. She was very, very horrible. Commune with her spirit. You reach into Gretch's grave with your mind. The pain! Oh no, you're late for your shift. Miss Blaz is gonna be so mad, she's gonna literally bite your head off. We've done this one, right? Yep. Yeah, okay, so she just puts us back under mind control once we do that. I guess that's just so that if I needed the instructions again, I could get it. But the thing is, they gave you the instructions in the base room anyway. Alright, help the family of 4 to attempt to cross the rushing river. However, the bridge is only wide enough for 2 at a time, and they only have 1 lantern to light the way. Okay, we help them solve the puzzle. You point out it's broad daylight, and they don't need the lantern. They seem a little embarrassed by this revelation, but they cross the bridge regardless. Stage show 8 until later. Yeah, I had to figure that was going to be the case, unfortunately. Is there any new information available? Did you find my lucky bottle cap? I wasn't even looking for a lucky... I think I remember you giving me that quest, but I definitely didn't intend to actually fill it. In fact, if I found it, I almost certainly would have just left it be. Alright. So I saw the medical diagrams. I was wondering if maybe I can understand anything about this. Nothing, apparently. Alright, fine. Humming Cave, I guess, is the final in this area. Sure, may as well. Doesn't seem like I'll actually be benefit from doing this, but may as well check. Suspicioso. This looks dangerous. Yes, it does. The monolith is dark. Huge cave in at some point, and I don't actually get to examine anything else. Let's go down to the professor, actually, seeing as we found some things with which he might have an interest. God. Shooting at he sucks, dude. Alright, Professor. At the start of the next episode, I'm gonna ask you to tell me everything you know about the artifacts we picked up. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been West of Loathing. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.